When we hear the word spring training, what do we think of? I think the first thing that many of us think of is baseball. I always wonder how our team is doing early in the year when it's still cold. Right now we're right in the full bloom, hopefully, of spring. It was a little bit cold this morning, but every day seems to be getting warmer. When the weather gets warmer, we get outside along with our pets, and many of us couch potatoes or couch potatoes to be or have beens have the aspirations of getting out and exercising again. So many people exercise with their animals, but there's one thing that we both have to remember is we have to get back in shape for it. To go outside on the first warm day of 70 degrees, take your dog, start a run at a distance of 2 miles or 2 miles plus, I don't believe either owner or dog are going to be happy about the outcome. Usually by about the first half mile or 3/4 mile, both are panting and wish we had never left the house. But going forward, we want to take that as a lesson and really begin our training and getting back in shape. I noticed this year with a lot of the cold weather that we had, many people and their pets did not get outside. Previous years we've had cold spells, but this year was consistently cold. For that reason, they stayed in with us. They did not get much exercise. They put on weight. Their abilities to breathe, basically breathing tolerance with exercise, has diminished, and their muscle tone has definitely diminished on most of these animals. I have seen, again, as I said earlier, a large number of dogs in that same situation. So the thing we want to remember basically is when we get back out, we want to start slow. We might want to start off with a walk. And once we get, say, a distance of 1 mile or even a half a mile, then we can start back on slow jogs and increase the distances as time goes along. The other thing that we see very commonly is people like to play frisbee with their dogs or play ball. It's just using your head, doing simple things such as starting out slowly and moving into the exercise more consistently. Also, as far as weight and weight control, that's a big thing that we've talked about previously on some of our shows is it's difficult to get the weight off. It's not going to come off in 3 weeks. Dogs, for some reason, take a lot longer to see weight changes in their diets than people. People can go on good diets and within a week or two can see great results. In trying to get weight off of a dog, we're looking at potentially up to 3 weeks before we see the first pound come off. And that's very, very difficult and very frustrating for us to understand. Weight is deposited very easily, but it's very difficult to remove. The other thing we've got to consider too is the physical act of running on the surfaces that we have. If you think about it, we have gravel surfaces, we have sand surfaces, we have dirt surfaces, we have asphalt, concrete. All these different surfaces are very, very tough, and our dogs who have not been running or keeping up their exercise program throughout the winter, their pads and their feet are going to be very tender. They actually have got to toughen their bottoms of their feet up in order to make the runs. The other thing again is the muscles. The muscles are they're going to take time. Believe it or not, massage therapy after exercise is a very, very good thing to do with your pet. It not only increases blood circulation and soothes the sore muscles, it increases that bond and relationship with people and their pets. The main thing overall, though, is remembering as we all get out, as the weather gets warm and warmer, and spring folds into summer, let's do it slowly, and let's get these guys back in shape on an even schedule.